Welcome back, everybody, to Wake and Bake News, where we like to make sure you stay lit and stay informed. I'm your host, PaperSin. I'm awake. I'm, I'm baked. No, excuse me. I'm here to bring you some news. I want to talk about the GTA 6 debacle about not having a physical game. A lot of you may heard things like there will be a physical copy coming out like next year, or there will be a physical copy coming out in December. Hmm. Or some of you may even heard that that's false, the December thing. Well, I've got some other concerns. Like first off, we haven't even seen any gameplay footage. We still haven't seen trailer 3. That's not really a concern to me, but the gameplay footage one is. And we don't know how they're going to do the physical copies. Like if you pre-order the game, let's say it's the $100 one, will you get the physical copy for free or for like 10 or $5 or something? Or like if you get the $80 copy, will you get the physical disc for like $10 or for free? I don't know. What if you don't pre-order the game? What if you just wait until the physical copy comes out? Do you get can you get like the upgraded version where with all the content unlocked that's already on the disc? Like as if you pre-ordered the $100 version? Or can you get like or can you get like the standard version, or do you stuck with the standard version? Like I'm pretty sure I know they said that they were doing pre-orders for the physical discs later on, but we don't know that too much information about it. But I do have a video here that might address some of our concerns. So I figured we could check it out. Links will be in the description below. It is Rockstar responds to Grand Theft Auto 6 Backlash by Hazard. So, like I said, links will be in the description below. Let's get it. Ready?
GTA 6 fans rejoice because Rockstar has finally responded to the massive backlash from gamers who were outraged at the lack of an actual disc in GTA 6's so-called physical copy, and the response is a giant middle finger. Yeah, that's right. You guys are basically small fry compared to the vast majority of gamers who buy digital these days, and there are many reasons why the AAA industry has gradually been heading in this direction, and I've got my own thoughts on it, most of it being feelings of disappointment, of course, and a sense of helplessness, but there
I've seen reports say that it's because the consumer wants this because most of their buys, the game buys, are digital and not instead of physical. So it's like, why waste the money? I mean, like I get it, but you could there's plenty of ways to fix the situation. You could do the physical copies, along with you can sell them at the same time as the digital copies. You know, um, let people have a choice in how they want to do this, and maybe you'll sell a lot more physical copies than you thought. I mean, they are planning to do physical copies anyway. Just release them at the same time and start the pre-orders for them as well.
there might be a ray of hope in there because recently we got rumors that GTA 6 will in fact get a proper physical release. So in this video, I'll cover everything we know about this whole disc drama, and I'll also tell you how Rockstar should have dealt with this situation because there's a very, very easy way here to give gamers what they want without compromising GTA 6's plot and gameplay. And this is the solution. You guys ready? Okay, here it goes. Simply create a post-release version 1 physical copy with the complete game on a pair of triple-layer Blu-ray XL discs, accompanied by a blog post or honestly any piece of public communication towards people that says, hey guys, sorry, we messed up. Here's the physical copy that will be available for purchase after November the 19th. That's it. Job done. No leaks, no outrage from customers over the lack of a physical version. Throw a map in there as well, make your fans happy. Honestly, they can even take pre-orders right now for that proper physical version and release it even a month after the launch if they want. So that way all the digital buyers have had plenty of time to play through the story and there are no major spoilers anymore ahead of time, because I know a lot of people who will still put down 80 or $100 for a physical edition, even if it's slightly delayed, because these guys have been burned by prior digital releases from other companies that were either taken offline just a few years after launch, or they're facing constant DRM issues on Linux. Either that or their account got banned on PlayStation, so they can't access any of the service for the game that they purchased, and that's the reason they swear by proper physical copies. There are folks out there who just don't buy digital games because it goes against their principles, and we know that right now there are
collectors as well. There's a lot of people who just want to be able to make sure that they can put the game away after they finish playing and they've had fun. Maybe it's been a couple of years since they got it. You can put the game away and maybe 10 years later come back, grab that same game, put it right back into the machine, and it'll start up, boot up. You can replay the story mode if you want. Servers for the online don't have to be going at that time, but probably will be. At the same time, like, some people just like to have that physical copy. It's also comes with the assurance that you have the game. You know, you own the game. Nobody can take that access away of the game away from you because you have that physical copy there to just reach in and grab. But if you have just the digital access, people can cut that digital access off. And so, what if later on you want to go back and play GTA 6 and for whatever reason, however long it's been, you don't have access to it anymore? What if it was a great story what the story mode turns out to be great and you wanted to go back and experience that? Or it was so bad that you wanted to go back and make fun of it, but you can't. You don't have access to it anymore. There was only a digital copy that you could get. Anyway,
at least 2 retailers who have boycotted GTA 6 because Rockstar refuses to put a disc in the box, and Video Games Plus is one of them. The other is Lootbox Gaming, and both of these companies are being praised by their respective customers right now on Twitter, I know this won't even put a dent in Rockstar's overall sales figures, but that's not the point, and it also does tell you here that there's still a side.
Yeah, I mean, basically they're just missing out on a shit ton of money that they could be making from the game, from selling the game. Honestly, that just hurts them, I think.
Sizable chunk of the player base that wants a proper physical edition, enough to make actual retailers change their strategy. Just because dozens of millions of people are going to buy GTA 6 day one doesn't mean that the voices of physical edition wanters no longer matter, and as gamers, it is our responsibility to let Rockstar know that we're displeased with the way they're handling things here, even if
displeased, like displeased, but like displeased, like DISC, disc pleased, but it sounds like displeased. Anyway,
we personally have pre-ordered the digital copies. Once again, if this is truly about the leaks, and I completely understand why Rockstar would be paranoid about that here, considering they were victims of one of the largest gaming hacks of the 21st century, all they have to do really is release a delayed physical version to solve that problem. That's it. Delay that by, several.
You don't even have to delay it, just release it at the same time. Give the people a choice. People like choices. Just saying.
Weeks to a month plus, but release it eventually because A, it won't actually cost you that much to sign a contract with a disc manufacturer for it, since I would imagine at that point the physical buyers would be a tinier portion of your overall audience, and B, you won't have to worry about people breaking into warehouses or retailers selling stuff on the black market early.
Also, since you're releasing digital copies, you might as well release it for the PC version at the same time as well.
Because the game will have already been out for weeks at that point, and there's nothing left to leak. Now, it will cost Rockstar an extra $10 per copy, say, of GTA 6 to print those dual Blu-ray XL discs and package them in a little plastic box. Sure, but you're already wasting a whole bunch of plastic on these worthless download codes that only give an illusion of ownership here. So why not
the illusion of ownership? Illusion of you don't actually own the game. You will own nothing and be satisfied.
Purpose those costs into making actual physical copies.
They made us own nothing and be satisfied. And now there's like PlayStation is also talking about ending discs and just going full digital. You will own nothing and be satisfied. Bro, what? They actually made it happen.
instead. And I've also seen some truly insane stuff online these past few days. Like, there are actual GTA 6 listings on eBay from scalpers who are selling copies for $120 to $150 a piece, and these sellers are claiming that the game is running out of stock because supply can't meet demand. And it honestly just makes my head spin as to how people can be this dumb to fall for it when this is literally a digital product and there's no way a shortage can even happen, when really all Rockstar has to do in order to create a new copy is press Control-C and Control-V. Like, that is it. You just pay for the electricity and server costs to keep your digital distribution.
But not because they are shipping physical cases with it. So there's that. They are shipping physical cases with it, even though it's going to be just a digital download. The physical case will have the code, the digital code inside of it. Yeah.
Platform online, and even that part isn't handled by Rockstar. It's all managed by PlayStation and Microsoft, who are the ones distributing those downloads to each individual console. But hey, scalpers are gonna scalp, right? And there are enough gullible people out there buying these stupid game codes that now even the scalpers have run out of stock to sell. You know, if you want my honest opinion here, I think there's no going back to the good old days where you just bought a game, you got your CD key, you put the game in the disc tray, you entered the key and you could play it immediately because the whole thing was in there and it didn't need a 1 GB day one patch. But hey, we can still make physical releases today, even with the ultra invasive DRM policies that every AAA publisher relies on nowadays to deter pirates and hackers. And the pirate and hacker stuff is actually a ruse for something much more sinister, but I'm gonna discuss that later. Right now, just think back to the PS4 days, back when we still had $60 as the base price for a AAA release, and pretty much every game would come in a box. And sure, there were still day one patches and additional downloads for things like DLC and season passes and whatnot, but you could still play your game even if you were a kid on some farm without any internet connection. You went into the store, you purchased your copy of the game, you put it into your PS4, and it just ran. Like, why can't we have that in GTA 6?
Exactly. Why can't we just have that? Just let me put the game disc into the system, let it play. Why y'all gotta make it complicated?
It's a single player experience, as you can see on the PlayStation Store. We know the online component probably won't be released until a few weeks or maybe even a month plus.
A year. They said it was gonna be like a year
After the single player mode, so why can't Rockstar just give the physical buyers what they want? Right now, they don't even tell us if the fake physical edition will have a map inside of it, and I don't think it will because they don't want to reveal the map early to people, just like they would want to prevent the game copies getting leaked and stolen and all that. So all we know is it's just going to be a plastic box with the cover art on the front and a download code inside. And at that point, save yourself the hassle, and instead of getting the e-waste edition, just download the game digitally and print out your own cover art and put it on a box. Alright, but now I think we need to talk about that rumor from PPEPL, and this is a Polish games journalism website, kind of like their version of IGN or Kotaku, if I can compare it to something, and they occasionally have these exclusive reports with insider info because one of these guys, a guy by the name of Grasdari, happens to work for a major European retailer, and he has correctly predicted a few launches in the past, right down to the day and date. Now, Grasdari was also the one to shine a ray of hope after Rockstar's fumbling of the physical edition, and he said that they're secretly working on a true disc version that will come shortly after launch, and according to him, the code-in-box physical versions will only enjoy a temporary run, and Rockstar doesn't plan to make any more of those after the first few batches run out. Then, sometime during December, they'll switch to proper disc versions of the physical edition for both Xbox Series X and PS5. And everything that Grasdari claims regarding physical copies sounds awesome, but there's just one issue. His GTA 6 reporting has been an absolute mixed bag so far. First off, this is the guy who originally broke the news that GTA 6 would not be receiving a physical copy on launch, and he said that this would be done to deter leakers and black market retailers.
I mean, well, he got that right, didn't it?
He didn't mention anything about a code-in-box style physical release, but if you think about it, he was correct in the practical sense. A digital download handed to you inside of a physical box is still going to be a digital download. It doesn't magically become a physical copy of the game. However, Grasdari completely flopped on his next prediction regarding the Best Buy Trailer 3 leaks, and if you remember, just a month and a half ago in May, we had this whole situation with the Best Buy affiliate email getting leaked, and a lot of people thought that Rockstar were about to drop Trailer 3 alongside pre-orders, but it turned out to be a hoax. And what's funny here is that Grasdari actually made a bet that Trailer 3 would drop on May the 26th. So
yeah, it's not May the 20th. It's the 4th of July. As of time recording this. So happy 4th, by the way. Yeah, you know, it's not May 26th. You were pretty far, pretty far off on that one. It seems. Yikes. That's you. Ooh, even Rockstar is fucking with you. If you're known for mostly getting your shit right, but now that you're up against Rockstar and getting everything wrong, it means like they're passing along face information to other people down the pipe or down the system somewhere along someone is, and they're just beating you at your own game, kind of. It's kind of ouch.
So one of the GTA forum admins said if his prediction fails, he'll be banned from the forums, and you guys can probably guess what happened next, because we still haven't gotten our third trailer as of me recording this video. Now, what I'm trying to get at here is this doesn't exactly portray Rockstar
We also haven't gotten any gameplay
as someone who can be relied on for insider info on high-level marketing or publishing decisions. Like, sure, he's an insider with a major European retail company, but that doesn't give him access to Rockstar's high-level publishing plans. I think he just got lucky with his prediction of GTA 6 not getting a physical copy, and it's kind of only logical given how paranoid Rockstar has been with GTA 6 news, and it's gotten to the point where I wouldn't be surprised if they were actually handing out false info to people just to cover their true timelines.
That's what I said. They just out there like, it's like the telephone game, you know what I'm saying? You tell one person one thing and they tell somebody, they tell somebody, and they tell somebody. Except it's like very shortened. It's like, all right, that's what I'm gonna tell them. And then between two people, they know like the actual truth of what they're gonna tell them. And they tell the next person, but they just tell them something, they purposely tell them something different. Until the next person, or that person just does whatever they want to do. They want to tell them the real one or the fake one, or the one that they can presume is real, or they want to make up their own fake news. Pass that on. And it's just a tunnel of fakeness, bro. A bunch of tunnel of fake news, and people are getting got.
Besides, we have further evidence to support the idea that Rockstar's claims of a true physical edition in December are complete bullcrap, and it comes from the outlet Hollywood Reporter, who I know for a fact have decent insider access to someone in Rockstar corporate, because back in 2018, they were one of the few outlets to get exclusive interview access to two veteran developers, Josh Bass, the art director at Rockstar San Diego, and Aaron Garbett, the director of art at Rockstar North. Now, Hollywood Reporter got a few interesting plot teasers within this interview where they talked about Red Dead Redemption 2's status as a prequel and Dutch's influence within the Vanderlyn gang, and no other outlet at the time had this kind of official info. Then just
That's a great game, Red Dead Redemption 2. I played it. It was fun. I haven't played the online version yet. Somebody invited me to join their guild if I play. I just haven't played it yet. I like the game. The game was fun.
last year, Rockstar directly told Hollywood Reporter that the combined views for trailer
Check me on my streams. Links in the description below. Twitch.tv/PaperSin, Kick.com/PaperSin. They're both spelled different.
2 had exceeded
Check out the links below.
475 million across all platforms, and once again, a lot of outlets reposted this, but Hollywood Reporter was the source of it all, and they broke the news. They were the only ones that Rockstar trusted with this info, and that makes me think that someone at Rockstar could be using Hollywood Reporter as their mouthpiece for info that they want fans to know without officially turning it into a press release or a blog post or social media post themselves. Which brings us to the controversy surrounding the physical edition of GTA 6. In Hollywood Reporter's article, published on June the 25th, they said that Grand Theft Auto 6 going digital only is a car crash for physical media. I agree. A whole bunch of other studios will definitely follow suit and mimic Rockstar's approach to game distribution in the future. Not that they weren't already doing so, but this will just embolden them even further to go all in on digital. The report goes on to say that according to their source, at this point in time, there are no plans for Grand Theft Auto 6 discs to be printed, not at launch and not months after. So not only will we be getting those stupid download codes at launch.
So there goes the getting it in December. Obviously, that one guy was wrong, and it looks like we won't be getting it not even a few months after. So the physical disc may actually be coming out next year. My theory was that they're coming out next year along with the online capabilities of GTA, or like right before it at least. So.
Launch, but there's also no hope for a proper physical release months after the initial launch, according to them. And once Rockstar runs out of the limited number of plastic boxes that they're probably printed in tiny volumes, well, all you'll be left with is the digital downloads. You can't even buy a stupid box with the cover art from them to show off on your in-game shelf. That right there is Take-Two directly saying F you to all their fans who trust in physical media. By the way, I also love how the Hollywood Reporter writer leads his news piece with the headline, "If Netflix killed physical media, Rockstar Games just ran over its corpse." And
It is pretty good. If Netflix killed physical media, Rockstar Games ran over it. Did we hit something? Nah.
And it's truly a poignant observation of the state of the AAA games industry right now. An industry that's plagued by layoffs and studio closures, that's desperately clawing for ways to make money back on its horribly mismanaged and poorly budgeted investments. However, Rockstar's case is truly different. These guys aren't unlike Ubisoft or 343 Studios. They aren't hurting for money. In fact, GTA 5 Online by itself makes $1 million every single day between 20.
God damn. $365 million a year. Imagine making $365 million a year.
2013 and now, Rockstar have made over $5 billion just from shark card sales alone and overall GTA 5 revenue, and once you include the game sales alongside those shark cards and even GTA Plus, well, it's probably close to $10 billion or above. Even if we factor in wages and maintenance costs, that's still close to $8 billion in net profit over the last decade, so why can't Take-Two Interactive spend some of that money to print discs for the physical edition of GTA 6. Take-Two is all about shareholder value, right? So they don't want that $10 reduction in their profit margin per game copy sold, but I mean, that's kind of crazy because 85% of all game sales on PlayStation are already sold digital at this point. So it's not like...
Yeah, see? That's why they were saying it's just the consumer. The consumer is what the consumer wants. So that's why we're not doing physical discs. Right, at least at launch. I mean, so that's, yeah, I get it. I mean, it can't argue with the numbers, but still, you can still release the physical disc, physical copies with digital copies at the same time. I don't see why not.
Like a huge number of people are buying GTA 6 physical to begin with, so that extra $10 will kind of only be for a tiny percentage of the overall player base. Are they truly that focused on potentially minor short-term gains at the expensive cost of a major loss of trust from their diehard fans? I mean, I guess so. Besides, you should probably get used to more and more games doing this, not just because they'll try and imitate Rockstar to squeeze a few extra dollars out of each copy sold, but because game consoles in general are kind of abandoning the concept of even including a disc drive. The PS5 Pro doesn't come.
Oh my god. They've been getting us ready for this the entire time. By just getting rid of the disc drives. It's like, now you know what to expect when you buy this, you know what we're getting ready to do, right? You know what you're getting ready to do. You buy this, you can't put a disc in that. You know what we're getting ready to do, right? Spread them cheeks. Hope you're ready.
Come with one. And sure, you can buy a drive and plug it.
By the way, I forgot the lube at home.
Into the console, but that doesn't really count. Microsoft's next-gen Xbox Helix is rumored to be an all-digital system as well, and from what I'm reading about the PS6 as well, it'll probably be an all-digital version as well, with a detachable drive module again that you can buy as an option. And the reasoning here is pretty simple. Thanks to the AI-driven RAM-pocalypse, game consoles are getting increasingly difficult to manufacture, with Sony and Microsoft taking huge losses on each unit sold, as they already were, and the easiest way to make some of that cash back is by removing vestigial hardware that just strictly isn't needed to play games. Hardware like Blu-ray discs, for example. And by removing your ability to play games physically from a disc without an internet connection, game publishers are pretty happy because now they've killed the resale market and they're the sole distributors for these games. And anytime your friend wants to play a game that he saw you playing, he can't just borrow your disc. He has to purchase a copy of his own.
Oh man, you can't even be like, hey, yo, fam, let me, can I borrow that? At the same time, nobody can steal something from you. Just happened to me. Fuck that little bit. Fuck that little bitch ass. Anyway, yeah, nobody can steal something from you. Ain't nobody, but you also, you can't let anybody borrow it. You can't store it for later and hope it will, and know that you can still play it. Damn, son. Where'd you find that?
Plus, if you're ever disappointed with a game, you can't just walk back into the store and refund it. You're stuck with your digital download. Remember that 2-hour playtime window on Steam for refunds? Yeah.
You can't get your money. Wait.
Now you know why every modern your digital download. Remember that 2-hour playtime window on Steam for refunds? Yeah. Now you know why.
You better decide quickly. Can you get it back? Are you gonna have the refund hour? How much time are you gonna have for refunds on PlayStation? I wonder.
Every modern AAA slot game has a 4-hour long tutorial. Some exceptional games deserve and benefit from a long intro, like Red Dead Redemption 2, even though I can't stand replaying the story for that reason. But also, Take-Two reported that 97% of its revenue for fiscal year 2026 came through digital online channels. So don't expect things to change by shouting at them online, because us physical ownership fans are a severe minority here. It makes way too much sense from a commercial perspective to go digital, not just because it allows Rockstar to test for bugs and performance right up until the launch date in November, but also because Take-Two gets to save a few bucks on printing discs, and they get to completely remove the secondhand market from the profit equation. Anyways, I've rambled long enough here today.
That's why I said, like you said, you can just release the physical copies along with the digital copies at the same time.
Are just my thoughts on the news and why we aren't getting a physical edition for GTA 6. Why is Take-Two locked into this digital-only model? Is it because we're talking GTA 6, the most anticipated game of the last decade that everybody and their mother will buy regardless of whether it's a physical or digital copy?
Yes.
Or is it something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you guys are new and you want to stay up to date with more Grand Theft Auto 6 content just like this I upload every single day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.
That was a great video. Great video. Appreciate it, Hazard. Like I said, links will be in the description below. So let me know what y'all think, because I'm really curious as to how the physical disc is going to be distributed, or how that whole situation is going to work. Like should I pre-order now if I'm really gonna should I really make the decision if I'm gonna play this game or not? Because right now I only have a PS5. I'd have to buy a PS5 and pre-order the game. So do I want to do that now, or do I want to wait for later for like a physical copy to come out? Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Peace. Much love to you.